What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we're here with the Burnley FC career mode. Again, this is episode 14 of the series. We are out of the transfer window, of course, so now it's time to kick on and get on with our Premier League campaign and our journey to Premier League survival. We're looking like it's going to happen so far this season. I feel like it's going to happen. I always felt like we were going to stay up, but now the performances are kind of coming through a little bit more. Definitely more than the first, let's say, first 2-3 months of the season, other than obviously the first episode, because we started the series brilliantly. We didn't start this episode brilliantly, as Swansea's Tammy Abraham on loan from, was he on loan from Chelsea? I can't even remember. Tammy Abraham, I'm pretty sure he plays for Chelsea, on loan at Swansea City. Not had a bad start to the season in real life, but he's done well here because he's got on the ball. And really, I mean, I tried to kind of anticipate where he was going to turn when he picked up the ball, but I couldn't do it. He turned the other way, and we gave him a whole just open look at the goal. This time it's Jay Fulton getting in behind our defense as Swansea double their lead. And that one, I feel like Tom Heaton should have definitely done a little bit better to keep that out of the back of the net as Jay Fulton rushed through. But really and truthfully, forgetting about Heaton, just what has happened. What happened to our defense? Like, we completely just opened up, and this was pretty much right after Swansea had opened the scoring. Like, what Heaton, I feel like he should do better. It's not a good finish at all. It's not a good finish whatsoever. You wouldn't expect a great finish from Jay Fulton, but it's just not a good finish. It's right down the middle. It's at a great height for Heaton to save, and he just lets it straight through him. Hendrick getting an opportunity here. Brilliant cross into the box. Great run from Hendrick, but his header is just not threatening whatsoever. It's just not scary at all. Jordan Ayew this time playing a little back and forth with Ki-Sung Young, who I actually tried to sign in January. I love Ki-Sung Young as a player. I don't understand why he just doesn't get any football for Swansea, really, as much as he should. But I tried to sign Ki-Sung Young as we go 3-0 down in the first half. Tammy Abraham doubling his goal tally for the game. And you see, I just buttoned through all the celebrations, the replays I didn't even watch. I was pissed off to be 3 goals down in the first half. It was just so pissed, just annoying. We came out with a bang in the second half as Jeff Hendricks makes a brilliant run. Lisandro Lopez finds him brilliantly as well. And Hendricks, I'm seeing shades of Frank Lampard in Jeff Hendrick this season. Like, I mean, other than, that header he did right there was early on was quite poor. But I'm seeing the runs he makes to get into the box. I like it. I definitely like it. Pozzo on the ball this time. He plays it into the middle. And Lisandro Lopez is denied by the keeper. We did make a sub. 68 minutes. Pozzo came off. And Pozuelo came on off the bench to get the appearance against his former side. He's going to get a chance right here as Ward's going to play him in on the left-hand side. He cuts onto his right foot and fires a strike at Fabianski. And Flappy Hansky, my bad. Flappy Hansky pushes it behind for a corner kick, which we're going to whip into the box. Goodmanson onto the head of Ward, saved by Flappy Hansky, and he flaps it right to Ben Mee, who puts it away. We are getting ourselves back into this game. 72 minutes on the clock, and Ben Mee gets himself another goal. I think that's 2 goals in 2 episodes for Ben Mee now, getting the ball into the back of the net and getting us back into the game. An opportunity for us, a lifeline after such a terrible start. Jeff Hendrick on the ball again as we continue to push. He strikes, and Flappy Hansky pushes it wide with yet another good save. Pushing it wide out for a corner. 86 minutes now. Jack Cork finds Lisandro Lopez. He plays it into Jeff Hendrick again. And Flappy Hansky dives at his feet. Falls to Pozuelo. And Pozuelo puts it over the bar. And I couldn't believe that it's just gone over the bar. But I'm going to take part responsibility for that, because I did probably hold it down. Well, I don't know if I held it down too long. Evidently, I did. I held it down. I didn't want to just kind of tap it and just roll it in, because I saw the defender rush into the line. And I knew if I just rolled it, tried to stroke it in, the defender would have cleared it off the line. So I wanted to try and aim for like one of the top corners or maybe even the roof of the net. And I guess I just put a little bit too much on it on his left foot. His left foot's meant to be pretty good, but obviously it wasn't good enough as we squandered the opportunity to come from 3 goals down to come back and earn a point. But we're into the FA Cup now, and the FA Cup draw is being so good to us. We've gone from Brentford to Oldham Athletic now, playing at Turf Moor in this game. And we did make a few changes. We've got Holgate playing at right back. I am liking Holgate at this point. Woodburn starting on the left. He made a good run to get in behind. Couldn't pull it back and find anyone. But we get another opportunity here as Goodmanson is moving around. Doing well to hold the ball. He plays it back to Defoe. Into Bamford. He plays it across to Hendrick, who finds Woodburn for a second time. And this time, Ben Woodburn, on his debut, puts it into the back of the net. The young left midfielder, recently signed from Liverpool, getting opportunities in the team in the FA Cup. And he puts us 1-0 up 14 minutes into the game, which is nothing less than you would have expected. You can see from these highlights, we are playing a very strong side. I mean, we've obviously made some changes. Holgate playing right back. Like I said, I'm really enjoying Holgate. He's been making some good performances since we brought him in on loan. Looking solid. But Bamford's leading the line in this one. But you can see Goodmanson, Defoe, Hendrick, they're all on the pitch in this game. Hendrick finds Bamford, he slides it in, and Patrick Bamford doubles our lead just 26 minutes in. We are trying to forget about that game against Swansea, because I'm not happy with the performance we put in the first half especially. The first half was absolutely just poor, just disgraceful in that first half performance. But we did double our lead in this one, playing some good football as well. Really and truthfully, Oldham, they just can't hold us. We first 30 minutes or so in this game, we were absolutely rampant. You can see 2 chances that we've had for highlights have resulted in 2 goals in this game. But again, Kevin Long, who started at centre-back in this one alongside Tarkowski, wins the ball back, plays into Defoe, and watch this for a strike from Stephen Defoe. Putting it in. This guy. I'm not going to say anything else. Just this guy. Just Defoe. I mean, what a finish. What a finish. I mean, when you know FIFA, you just know certain angles and positions of how to strike a ball. And right there, we were open. Defoe on the ball. I figured I'm hitting this early. We probably could have taken another touch and tried to drive it low. But I figured I'm hitting this one early. I reckon Defoe can hit the top corner. But that was it for this game. I figured what actually happened in this, with that footage right there. Because I usually record, when I record the gameplays, I'll usually either record a game at a time, or I mean, y'all don't care about this, but long story short, my system kind of glitched for them first 2 matches, so I figured I might as well just show you, with it being an FA Cup game against Oldham, I might as well just show you the goals rather than showing you extended highlights like I usually do and all the chances. So I don't even know if you guys are gonna realize the glitches, if they're even gonna be like, I don't know, but it basically it was out of sync. So for the next 2 matches is fine, including this one against Southampton, which we took an early lead in the first 20 minutes. Alejandro Pozuelo got his first goal for Burnley FC as he nods into the bottom corner. We decided to go with Pozuelo starting in this match. He started in attacking midfield, as you probably see the lineup, and we dropped Defoe down into central midfield. Like, Defoe, obviously he's been brilliant for us in the cam spot, but I feel like he can still do the job in centre midfield. Pozuelo, I feel like when we play both of them, we're looking a lot stronger offensively, which you can see early on. We're creating a few more chances, and with our defence being one of the worst defensive teams in the league, we need to do something to change that. Which you see again, conceding a goal, and you'll see from the replay, just defensively, it's a poor goal to concede. It's so poor. But I figured there's not much we could do in terms of personnel to change up defensively. As you can see, watch Tadic. He just runs straight through. No one tracks his run. Like, Hendrick tracks it for a while, and then he just gives up and stops. Tadic ends up in the box, and he passes it past Tom Heaton, strokes it past him. Brilliant finish. But I figured since there's not much we could do actually defensively to change things, we might as well change it offensively. As they say, a good offense is a good defense. So I figured if we could get more attacks in games, then maybe we'll do better to concede less chances and obviously more goals in at that. But Pozo, as you can see right here, puts in an outstanding cross towards the back post. And Matt Target got a crucial head on it to send it back for a corner, which we're going to put into the box. Defoe puts it in. It's won by Zambrano, trying to get his first goal for Burnley, as well as Pozuelo. Cleared off the line low. Every time I'm about to call him Tom Brady, bruh. Robbie Brady finds Pozuelo. It's because Tom Brady's just going ham at the moment in this NFL season, though. He's just, I mean, well, matter of fact, you know what? Recently, he had a good game, but overall this season he ain't doing too great. But we ain't here to talk about NFL. Madden video is coming soon again. I can't leave it the way it ended. We have to bring another one. But in this Burnley series, speaking of Madden, matter of fact, let me just shout out the other videos on my channel. Like, it's not just FIFA on the channel. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. Give it a watch. Walkthroughs, Madden, like I said, NBA 2K, WWE 2K. We do a whole lot on the channel. It's not just FIFA. Go ahead, give it a little click and a look and see if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, that's all good. That's fine. But make sure you go and check it out. But I just want to show you as well my youth squad. I don't usually show you guys my youth squad, but I feel like I might as well show you. Get a quick look right there at Matthias Olsen, who's looking like he is going to be a baller. I think his potential was 84 to 94. So you can see as soon as he hits 16, he's going to get promoted into the team because he's already got a pretty good overall as well. For a 15-year-old to be about 65, I think he is, and then potential 84 to 94, he's being called up. And he hopefully is going to become an absolute beast in the 6 or 7 or so seasons we do here with Burnley. Like I said, we are looking to do a long-term series as usual, but I'm looking to do even longer than my Leicester and West Brom series. We're getting into the final game of this episode, against Everton at Turf Moor. We need no wins yet in this episode, so we want to look to pick one up. Goodmanson denied by the keeper in goal. Tom Brady this time. Oh my God, I called him Tom Brady again. Robbie Brady. Eventually, the ball finds Pozzo, is what I'm trying to say. He tries to go across goal, and Pickford is there again to deny Pozzo, who still yet to score his first goal for the team, but he's looking good at that. Denied by a crossbar, woodwork at all times. Lisandro Lopez this time, cutting in, going for goal, and Jagielka takes him down. That was a risky challenge from Jagielka. You can see exactly why, because it ended up in a penalty and a yellow card for Jagielka as he takes down Lisandro Lopez. 57 minutes into the game, still no score. But we're going to let Lisandro Lopez step up to take the penalty. Will he be able to put it away? We're going to wait and see as he kind of centralizes his run up. Goes up to it, and no doubt whatsoever from Lisandro Lopez. The guy has been, I mean, if we hadn't signed him, I don't know what would have happened. Because like I said, we're still the worst defensive team in the league. So, I mean, without the goals that he scored, it's just been huge, especially with the form that we've had since the transfer window, since he's joined in. It's absolutely huge. But again, we're coming on the offense again. Defoe coming forward from from the central midfield position again. And there, I feel like we should have had another penalty as he was denied by Pickford and taken down afterwards. But we did pick up all 3 points against Everton. I feel like Defoe is doing just as well in central midfield with Pozuelo in attacking midfield and Hendrick next to him. I feel like that's a good little tactic we got right there to go moving forward. Lisandro Lopez got man of the match, and Bamford, again, raising in his overall. Joined us as a 71, now he's a 73. Like I said, as long as he's showing the promising player thing, I'm going to try and train him as much as possible to get him as high as possible before it goes. You can see top of the league, Spurs, running away from Manchester City. 10 points clear of them with a game in hand. I think the league is all wrapped up for Spurs. They are so OP in this game. It's crazy. But the top 4, Spurs, Man United, Chelsea and Man City, probably what it's going to be in real life again. I wouldn't put Arsenal 5th. Arsenal are trash. Other than that, the league's looking pretty realistic. I'm proud of you, EA. The goal score, I don't think I've showed the goal scoring charts all series. So I might try and do that in the next episode. I'll just say the goal scoring charts, they are not looking realistic. They're still not looking realistic. They will never look realistic. I don't know how hard it is for EA to just program the best players in the league to score a lot of goals. It can't be hard to just program Aguero to bang 25 goals a season and program Harry Kane to bang 25 goals a season. Rather than that, I saw a series on YouTube. I can't remember whose series it was. Halfway through the season, Gareth Barry is the top scorer in the league with about 12 goals. Like, we ain't talking 3 or 4 games into the season and he's just having a purple patch. We're talking January and Gareth Barry's top of the goal scoring chart. I think in mine it's Jordan Ayew top of the goal scoring charts, and he's only got about 9 goals. At this point, 28 games played. It's ridiculous. EA needs to sort that, but we ain't here to have a rant. That's the end of today's episode, guys. Join me tomorrow for another one, and I am also going to bring a second career mode to the channel. Now, if you've been on the channel previously, you'll know when I've brought a second one to this channel, Well, I've only done it once, actually, with Napoli last year. And it didn't really last because I found it hard to keep 2 series. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this second series slower. So it's going to be up 2 or 3 times a week. And the episodes are going to be shorter. We're going to probably just play 2 games an episode. And we're going to do that. And we're going to keep these 2 series throughout the whole course of FIFA 18. So there's no rush with them. It should be completely fine. I don't think I'll have any problem despite how many different series I have going. Should be fine. So look out for a second series coming up soon. But that's it. Love you guys. Peace.